Okay.
We need to record it around the corner.
It's time for the Send Notes podcast.
Welcome to NPR.
Welcome to our faces.
Is my camera on? Oh my god, the green light just came on.
Ta-da!
Does that mean I'm on a screen?
That means you're on. Yes, you're on screen, sir.
Sir.
Hello, internet.
Guten Abend.
Abend. Yes, for our German followers.
Say it in Canadian. Good day.
That's absolutely. Right at it. Right
Boomerang.
Right at it.
It's not
Right
racism. It's just impressions.
Is it working? Have you got it online there? Thank you, Stephen.
I am.
Hello.
I'm being.
It's Tuesday, the 19th of February, 2019, so 19-19, just in case you didn't notice.
What I'm naming my autobiography.
Oh, 19-19?
19 to 19.
19 to 19.
Because my life only matters between my 19th and 20th birthdays.
Oh. What?
I've peaked at 19.
19 to 19 would still be your 19th birthday.
Yeah, but it's from when I turned 19 until the day before I turned 20. And that's all I'm going to write
being
about.
19.
Exactly.
Now you're rephrasing this. Okay, fair enough.
Stephen, why are you watching that there? We're right in front of you. All that's going to happen is I'm going to hear my voice and get scared. Me from the future's
It
coming.
says we don't have any viewership, but Stephen's watching us. It's strange. Are you, what? I got a notification. Maybe you didn't, but I did.
Michelle doesn't have notifications, so Michelle's a fake fan.
Fake fan.
Fake fan?
Fake
she
fan.
cannot keep you cool in the summer.
Shake fan. Okay, so, hello. Yes.
If this is the first time you've seen the Send Notes podcast and you have no idea who we are or what we do,
we have a hello.
we have a
Can't
hello.
See the chat room. My chat room
We're
here
best
isn't working.
friends with Adele.
Or what? Are we?
We do have a hello. Anyway,
Hello.
we are currently in R-CADE Glasgow, a wonderful piece of heaven, where you can play video games, eat ramen noodles, and generally chillax with your buds.
You're gonna show off your hair a bit better then.
Thank you. Which is what we're doing tonight. We do that every Tuesday, 6 until 7, where we just chill out, talk about some gaming news, talk about some Japan news, talk about some arcade news, and maybe grind some chins. And that's generally what we do here. If you've never seen us before, we hope you enjoy and like what we have to say. And please come out and check out the shop sometime if you're in the Glasgow area. And with that being said, gammon news.
Gaming. R-CADE gaming news. So, what's first up for gaming news this evening? Sam?
Oh no, you put the pictures in whatever order
Here's the
you want.
picture.
That's the picture. I have to remember what story that is.
Seems to be some sort of Blizzard, StarCraft, Battle.net.
Oh yeah, we're starting with the saddest story.
Wow.
Have you heard about the
sad.
Activision Blizzard issue?
Activision Blizzard. Get your face.
Activision and Blizzard have laid off 8% of their total staff.
Yes, I did see this.
Which is close to 800 people, around 780 people were fired over the weekend. There's not really been a report for this, given that EA announced a massive amount of earnings for the fourth quarter of 2018. That did come with a market share downturn, however, just based on the fact none of their games were hitting. This is an example of some of the games that that Activision Blizzard is responsible for. They are owned in part by EA, which is why it's reflective of that. But the general response to this is don't be super worried and think that all the games you love or that you think you're going to love are being cancelled. It's not that the developers themselves are gone, it's that most of these cuts are coming from publishing and esports. Again, this is also because there was a large swell of hiring because they thought that the Overwatch League was going to be a massive, massive thing. Yeah. It's still big, but not as big as they thought, so they don't need the number of people that are currently in that department.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. We don't
It's a shame for the employees.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, people shouldn't be worried about the games, they should be more worried about the employees that are now out of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you're someone who's concerned about, oh my god, my game, it's not the game, it's the people who are doing additional things that not every game development centre has. This is really very much an Activision Blizzard EA problem to have. It's not an anyone else problem. So don't worry if you think you're losing games. Worry for the people who have lost their jobs, but they're all very talented folk who I'm sure will get positions elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's the base. That's the base thing. That's what Activision and Blizzard have had to deal with.
Okay. So that was your first story.
It's the first story.
I asked you what order you wanted these stories in.
I know. I like the element of surprise too.
You like the element of surprise. Okay. So surprise number 2. Surprise. It's Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered has been announced for the last couple of weeks.
Indeed.
That's not the major thing. The major thing is that it's leaked that it's going to be on
thing?
Switch. That's it. There was just a leak. Basically, it appeared on the Twitch store, on the Switch store, sorry, and people have realised that it's going to be on Switch, which I think is kind of a major thing. They didn't necessarily have that on previous Nintendo consoles, but they're going to have it on this, which is cool. And on top of that, because we haven't talked about this game recently, it's just a remastered. That's not really a major thing. It is going to include some elements of a PSP exclusive game. Can't remember the name of it, but it's a female-based. A female lead character storyline that is some way connected to Assassin's Creed 3, and that's for the first time ever not going to be PSP exclusive. It's going to be bundled in as part of the remastered edition, which I'm actually quite excited to play. So I might end up getting this because I know a lot of people didn't like Assassin's Creed 3. I liked Assassin's Creed 3. This is like the last game I've played fully from the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Was where it started to lose a lot of love. A lot of people sort of bailed on it at that point. So I can see why people are not,
super hyped for this.
With it. But at the same time,
I'm excited for this kind of. I think I might actually get this, maybe to play that new version. I also just quite liked Assassin's Creed 3 as a story. It was quite good.
Fair enough. Oh, sorry, we have chat coming through. It was called Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Thank you for whoever said. I can't see the chat.
That's with the women Aveline in New Orleans.
Yeah, was it good? Did you play it? Or are you just aware of it?
I'm very interested in her character.
That's what I'm saying. So it's as part of the remastered version of Assassin's Creed 3 that will be bundled into it as well.
You get to play as her in 4, I think, in
Unity
situations. No, 4th being Black Flag, I think.
Black Flag is.
Oh, I assume.
I think you could play as her very briefly.
I always assumed that Black Flag. And there was another boat one, right?
Orange.
They've always changing on there once.
But there was two. There was two that came out after.
Black Flag, not Unity.
Excuse me, I'm just playing with my camera while you guys chat. So go ahead.
I can't remember what they are, but my reaction to the Black Flag and the other one that came out was my immediate reaction is those are very similar to Revelations and Brotherhood. Like part of a trilogy with Assassin's Creed 2. Those 3 games made up a complete story with lots of side missions. Essentially, is what a lot of people consider with those. So I always assumed that Black Flag, and I swear.
There we go.
So that's what I never consider Black Flag as being number 4.
I look more human.
It actually says Assassin's Creed.
I know it's considered 4, but I never think about that way. I always jump straight from 3 to the next main one being Unity, which you're right, I'm wrong about that. But
Black Flag was awesome.
Oh, okay. I was not a massive fan of the fact that it was so boat heavy. I know most people were, but it wasn't what I was playing the Assassin's Creed game for.
Were you guys talking about, there was a spin-off from 4?
Yeah,
what was it?
It was the dark skinned fella, I can't remember his name.
Adderwhale, I'm not sure
What was that game called? Was that
Freedom Cry?
Freedom Cry, right, okay. I've got that on PS4. My friend's got, he's huge Assassin's Creed.
He's huge. How tall is he?
Assassin's Creed fan, but he'd never tried Freedom Cry until he passed him by, so he was quite.
They made a lot of games in the span of about 2 years. They were
like,
we're only releasing a game a year.
And then,
here's 7. Here's one for the iPhone and one for the PSP and one for this weird German console no one plays. I don't need any of these, but you're gonna buy them.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why most people don't play Assassin's Creed?
Shall we move on from Assassin's Creed?
We can move on from Assassin's Creed.
Next on your list is this.
Yeah, have you seen this?
Can I say what this is?
You can say what this is because I've talked a lot.
So supposedly, this hasn't been proven, but supposedly this is the most expensive single game sale to have ever happened on planet Earth. I already know that is wrong, based on an article I read earlier. Because it sold for the same amount as a game that sold in 2014. Oh really? Was it £100,000 and $100,000 or something? I've got 100,000. It's just over 100,000.
Which is the equivalent of about £78,000.
Yeah.
The article I read that said that in 2014, for the same price, someone bought Nintendo World Championships unopened.
Oh, the World Championship cart.
Yeah. So that also sold for the same amount. The main thing with this being this is a very mass-produced game.
No, but did you know why it sold for that price?
Because it's unopened.
Yeah, there's a small Nintendo sticker seal on the top of the box which has not been touched. That's why it's the highest valued sealed game that's ever been sold. On top of that, the fella who owned it and wanted to sell it refused to sell it for anything less than 6 figures. Sorry, yeah, 6 figures.
Why?
5 figures. 5 figures, is that right?
Well, 6 figures would be the 100,000.
100,000, yeah. So he had a lot of offers that were 5 figures, running up to about 100,000, but he refused to sell it for anything less than 6 figures. And it actually took, I think it was 3 different people to come together to put that 100,000 whatever dollars together to actually buy the game. So it's actually owned by 3 people.
The only place that this is going to be valuable is in a museum, and only museums would arguably be able to pay 100,000 for an unopened Mario. We're going to get to museum talk with video games later, but that's...
Send nudes, says Cat.
We has nudes.
Well, we do have nudes to send. Can I just
we
send
has them?
The Here, you want some nudes? Enjoy. I tried. They're not e-nudes. E-nudes. No, we're not. I said the wrong one. Oh my.
No.
I got the delay. I seen that happening.
Anyway, come down if you want your nudes. Nudes. God.
And he only gives them to you in stamp form.
Anyway, yes, no. Ouch. Haha. Anyway.
All I would say about that is that's a ridiculous amount of money and it's stupid for a game that you were not going to play. The only person who would buy this and play it is that crazy guy Martin Shkreli who keeps ruining everyone's lives.
Thing is, if you took
There's my opinion.
The thing is, if you took this down to CEX, they'd have to unseal it to see if it's actually in there because it's part of their policies. It's at manager's discretion, from what I've heard from CEX employees.
And CEX
you
would
take a
offer you
sealed
a tenner.
game, and it's at the manager's discretion whether or not they open it or not, just to find out. Oh,
Not wrong, though.
Chaos Monkey's on. He says shalom.
Shalom! To quote, I think my
Monkey.
shalom comes from... This is so bad that I can never
Maybe he's
do
trying
this
to say slalom and he's getting it all wrong.
Scottish comedian. Name a Scottish comedian.
Chaos Monkey.
Kevin Bridges.
Chaos Monkey.
Kevin Bridges is where I get that shalom from his joke about a Christian festival.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's not very Christian. Is it?
Yeah, that's
Cheers.
not very good.
Cheers, says Chaos Monkey. My
Shalom.
chat is actually working really well. That's good.
I was like,
I'm getting.
shalom.
Are you on Twitch? I'm getting Twitch chat. Is there any
I-
YouTube chat?
You know that way
coming
where you
through?
just
Do we
hear a
know?
noise and then it gets stuck in your head?
Are we
That
on YouTube? Because we had this issue
shalom.
last week where we were not.
I can
streaming
check.
to-
We're all
to
gonna check.
Tube. Anyway, I'm online on Tube here. On Tube. Tube is online.
I have 3 different live events. We can watch the Pokemon Evolutionaries live if you want.
If somebody wants to share this to Facebook, then you can press the button to start watching with friends, and it'll invite people to actually watch it. If
I
you
don't
would
have
like.
any friends.
That would be nice. Anyway, moving on from that bombshell of megalithic proportions.
What else have we
you
got?
are on YouTube, says Super. I can't. I've zoomed in too much on the chat. I can't see everybody's full name, so sorry. YouTube chat's not coming up in my stream chat, but I think it's just. Oh, what's this, Sam?
A really cool poster. I just wanted to share it.
It's pretty sweet. Did you get to go along to the World War Z filming?
Yeah, but I'm
At
going
George Square?
to point this out because it's slightly freaky to point out. I was 13 when this movie came out.
Why is that freaky to point out?
I don't know. I just feel like
That's
it's
just-
weird to point out. I
that's
know that's
just
just how
time.
time works.
That's the
but I
passage
want
of
people
time.
to be aware that I was young when this movie came. I kind of passed it by. The same with the Fast and Furious one. I was like, all right, cool, that's there. I saw the movie. I was 13, so I liked the movie. I know no one else likes the movie, but I thought it was quite a cool movie. World War Z. Sean's got opinions. But the gaming news relating to this is that Saber Interactive have announced a World War Z video game, which is going to be on Xbox One, PS4, and online, but exclusive to...
Epic?
It is exclusive
It's
to
exclusive to
Epic.
Epic.
That's
Nice.
not really what the story's about, but if you want to look at our previous
Yeah,
podcast, you can
going
see
back
why that's
to-
funny.
Going back to our previous chats about Epic and their. Hey Chinny Chan, says Chaos Monkey. He's ignoring you.
It's going to be a 4-player co-op shooter based on the movie, not based on the books. It's based on the movie,
What?
but
I made it
it's,
through the first 5-10 minutes of the movie just to see Glasgow and then fell asleep.
Everybody from Glasgow watched that.
Yeah.
That's how it made all its
Soon
money
Brad
back.
Pitt was like in that really dark bunker.
I'm sorry, I can't even remember what you're talking about on that.
I don't know, it got really dark and.
But Sean pointed out earlier that in the book there are missions. There is a character in
I
Moscow,
heard the book is really good.
which there's no Moscow
In the film.
in the film, but the announcement does say that some of the locations for missions in the game are Moscow, New York City, and Jerusalem.
What kind of game are we talking?
4-player co-op shooter,
4-player co-op,
On the
top
mobile.
down, first person, third person?
third person.
Third person,
By the
okay.
looks of things.
Okay.
The part that has me excited and why I picked this movie poster is the thing that I thought was both hilarious and really, really cool from the movie was the Jerusalem wall part where all the zombies are so obsessed with getting into Jerusalem they climb on each other's backs to get over the wall.
Was that not in the movie?
That was in the movie.
That was in the movie, okay.
And it's
I didn't
confirmed
get
to
that
be
part.
part of the game.
Awesome.
They have basically said that the zombies in this game are going to react like a normal crowd would, i.e. they're going to get stuck in small spaces. If you funnel them down a small area, they're going to get trapped there for a little bit and you can pick them off. And there's going to be items such as this where they're going to climb over each other's bodies to get up a tall structure, which I think is really, really cool to see from a video game. They're also going to get progressively harder as you go through the game, as a normal game, but they'll act like boss battles as well as being fodder for you to shoot. Yeah.
Somebody said crab pot.
Crab
sounds
pot.
Awesome. I have one question. Are they going to release this game on Black Friday? Because that's normally what happens on Black Friday anyway.
Did zombies come out?
Do people act like that?
I don't know. I don't know when it's. I don't know if there's a slated release.
They could rename this just Black Friday and re-release it again.
Just give everybody trolleys.
If the World War Z license falls through,
They've
and
already
they
did
can't
that
pay
with
the
Dead Rising.
licensing fee, they could just name it Black Friday and release it anyway.
You never watch Dead Rising gameplay? It's all shot in malls. You can put
Crab
a
pot is what
battery
the
on a
zombies are doing.
wheelchair and then wheel it
okay.
at a zombie, and they get stuck in it, and it's like an electric chair while you're wheeling them around, and then you bump into other zombies and they go like that.
Woo.
It's great.
Crab pot is what the zombies are doing.
What?
That's what it's called.
Oh yeah, the first movie was also based on Black Friday.
No, the first game.
First game, not movie. There is a movie for Dead Rising though. Have you seen that?
No.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
If you don't like World War Z, don't watch the Dead Rising movie.
Well, I don't like World War Z. It's just.
You love it?
No. We have a new subscriber on YouTube.
A new subscriber.
Subscribbler. Mr. Maruya.
That's me.
92.
Is that you?
Is that you?
Yeah.
What is with the name?
Lamborghini Miura. It's my favourite car.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I just thought you really wanted to be Japanese.
That makes sense. What up, guys? Says Super Amino 65. That was like 64. That was like 10 minutes ago. But thanks.
What's up?
What's
10
up?
minutes in the
I've
past.
got a YouTube chat on my phone, so we're good to go.
Okay, sweet. That's all I had. I'm excited for that game. Brad Pitt's not in it. I'm sad.
I can't wait for Black Friday game either. Awesome.
Wait, that's in Division.
So
I don't know what this news is.
Yeah, no, I've got a nice segue to go from gaming news into Japan news.
Did you?
But
did you keep any of my other photos? I had other news.
No, so like your little GIF wouldn't download.
Okay, can I talk about that real quick?
You can talk about it anyway.
Because it's not just you don't need to. Yeah.
No, we don't anyway. Go for it.
I've got two stories. One doesn't really matter that much. Capcom soundtracks are now available on Spotify. They basically just put a bunch of soundtracks from their old games on Spotify out of nowhere, which is quite cool. THQ Nordic sales are up 713%, and they bought Kingdom Come Deliverance's development studio, which is also responsible for Darksiders series and Metro Exodus.
Yeah, sorry.
And the third and last story that I want to talk about, because it is based in Scotland, there's currently an exhibit going on in London. I know that's not Scotland, I'll get to it, which is called Video Games Design, Play, Disrupt. The next location for this exhibit is going to be Dundee's V&A Museum, which have launched an online video game, which they're going to be running loads of different online video games to go alongside this exhibit. And the first one is based on the idea of empathy, and it's basically a Tamagotchi. You play the game, it gives you a small, like, cartoonishly drawn character, and each one of them is different, and you have to spend the course of several days, which is a couple of minutes within the game, getting to know that character, understanding what they like and don't like, and just interacting with them, and then they have to leave, and it's replaced by a GIF with the experiences you've had with them, and you can name it and say in memoriam of, and it's just like a very nice, cute game that I'm glad that they've done. It's had several designers, and it's going to be really nice. And I love that the V&A is not just going, yeah, we've got this exhibit on video games, sure. They're actually doing something along the lines of trying to do social change with the fact that they've got this, and it's very nice to see from an area of Scotland and things like that. I think Dundee's doing a lot of amazing things at the moment.
It's true.
Also, if you're in the area, it has cool video game merch, because I know someone that went to the London exhibit, and they didn't tell me anything about the exhibit. It's got cool merch though.
Just the merch, yeah.
They have like special edition like t-shirts based on characters that aren't to buy, they're just part of the exhibit. They're not from games, but they're like, we made these t-shirts based on these characters and you can look at them if you want. Either way, I'm excited about this video game. It's like a Tamagotchi.
Okay.
We can move on.
What's this called, Sam? Says Chaos Monkey, just again?
Just go to the V&A Museum Dundee's website, you'll probably end up finding it.
Is that V and A or
V and A? The exhibit itself doesn't, yes. The museum itself won't have this exhibit until April, but I don't know if the game's going to come up earlier than that. Go along and have a look at it if you want to look at the history of video games. I like that it's called
you getting us a link, Michelle?
Design, Play, Disrupt. It's cool.
Nice. So Michelle's actually already on top of that.
18 paper tickets.
In advance.
Okay, cool. Moving on to the next story.
You have another story
to talk about. I reordered the pictures incorrectly, so it jumped.
Why?
So my next story is this. Do you know about Apex Construct?
I know about Apex Legends. Is that
so? You know about Apex Legends. So what's happened is Apex Construct is a completely different game, but also on Steam and various other
Epic
online
Games
stores.
Is it in the Epic Games Store?
Quite probably, yeah. It's not exclusive to that though. So Apex Construct has had something like a 500% uplift in sales in the last couple of weeks.
Oh my god, no way.
Purely because people keep downloading it and buying it and downloading it thinking that it's Apex Legends.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This has especially happened quite a lot in China. Oh, hi Brian. Brian says hi. Yeah, so Apex Construct, and now the developers of the game are having to deal with massive amounts of refunds, and people are sort of review bombing them because it's not Apex Legends basically, which isn't fair.
Because that came out first.
Because this came out first. And it happens to have the same word in its name as Apex Legends, but it's not the same game, and so people are being really mean about this game.
I hate people.
Yeah. Also, what was pointed out, and I think it was a Kotaku article I was reading, they have very similar icons, like this. Which I was like, yeah, that's fair.
It's not that similar.
They're not that similar, number one. Number two, the names of the games are both Apex. What's an Apex? It's a point. To come to a point. So the fact that their logos have points, kind of is going to happen if you call your game Apex. So it's a bit stupid, frankly. Is Apex Construct a good game? I have no idea. Not actually played it. It's completely. Chaos says Sean is salty as F. You can't see what I did off camera there.
I'm sad about this.
Yeah, it's a VR game. Apex Construct, nothing like Apex Legends.
Yeah, because you're an investor in this game.
Actually, as an aside from that, I noticed the other day, I think it was yesterday, Ninja has dropped to number 11 on the YouTube, on the Twitch top streamers list.
Because he's not playing Apex Legends?
No, some other stuff came up, I think, but he's at something like 18,000 subscribers. I think his peak was like 60, or no, he broke record like 280 something, I think. But that was with promotions. So Ninja's dropped to number 11, I believe. Who's it? Were you like the Mr. or Dr.
I don't like Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
Because he cheated on his wife,
I believe. And number one, I can't remember who number one is. Ninja is rubbish, says Chaos Monkey.
I agree.
We know
Chaos Monkey's salty.
Also
I'm getting you revenge.
I know Chaos Monkey's salty.
We know he's playing Apex now, but he's because it took so long to jump onto that bandwagon. He's lost a lot of viewers, which ain't a bad thing, I guess. Anyway,
I mean, it's a bad thing for him.
It is a bit of a bad thing for him.
It's not his fault.
No,
that he's successful.
Okay. Shall we do a little quiz, Sam?
Of me?
I've got some Japan news, but I don't have time to get into the Japan news.
As in, you want me to look up another quiz?
We have. I will look up a quiz for you this time, shall I?
Okay, I have a little bit of Japan news as well. We could do our other thing that you don't have a splash screen for, but we have another.
We don't have any splash screens now because I've tried to pull our stream back to make it less complicated.
We have another thing, another segment.
Should we go into that? Right, we'll
no,
take a 2-minute
he's run
intermission.
away.
Here we are. We'll take a 2-minute intermission while we're waiting for our. No, we won't actually.
No, we won't do it. We won't be mean.
I don't mind.
Do you have something you want to talk about?
Not really.
You're not prepared. It can be literally anything.
I have nothing.
That's okay.
Okay, fine.
Chaos Monkey is here now, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna quiz you.
What a shame. That's my opinion.
Our new segment isn't ready yet. By the sounds of it,
It can. I'm going to send you some clips
What?
of a podcast I listen to that has a very similar thing on it.
Okay.
And the guy just his literal one recently was, I don't like the sheets in my hotel. He's had ones which are just like, I'm not a fan of the way the car park is set up in our building.
Hello.
Things like that.
Okay, Sam, I'm going to quiz you from the Geek Gamer quiz box.
Oh no.
These are terrible.
I'm still going to get them wrong.
I'm going to quiz you, and if you guys want to answer at home, feel free. I'll get the YouTube chat back up on my phone.
Are you here to help me with the gamer quiz?
Okay.
Is it contact?
Right. So, question number 1, Sam. Really? What is the name of the iconic hero in the Tomb Raider series?
Lara
It's
Croft.
multiple choice. Aww.
Wait, read out the multiple
It was multiple choice. Is it A, Laura Cruz? B, Cortana? C, Lara Croft? Or is it D, Angelina Jolie?
Now that you've said that, I think it's D.
I think it's D. See, the funny thing is, there will be people. Jill Valentine says Chaos Monkey. Incorrect. No, there will be some people that won't be able to sort of separate
difference?
real life from video game.
It was
so
the
there
tell
that's
she
totally Angelina Jolie, like.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, like, you know.
Angie Jaws. That's what I call her. Angie Jaws.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle these because I remember reading these last time. Here we
If you don't have a
go.
segment for me, you could quiz me on that.
I mean, I'm getting quizzed right now.
So, Samuel.
Shmuel.
David Crane,
Oh no.
Larry Kaplan,
Uh-huh.
Alan Miller, and Bob Whitehead left Atari to form which company?
Give me the options, because I know
There are no options, there's only one answer.
What?
I will give you some options, okay. So you left Atari to start which company? Was it A, Sega, B, EA, C, Blizzard, or D, Activision? Who was it? Anybody online?
Sega.
Do you think it's A, Sega?
I think it's A Sega. Because you said that first, then paused to think of the other ones.
Oh, did I?
I don't. I know that's a lie because that was the first one you came up with. But the problem is David. David. What was the first guy's name?
David Crane.
Yeah, David Crane. I don't know what he's associated with. I know his name. but I
Colossus
can't-
Turtle says Sage. I assume that was supposed to be Sega and it's autocorrected to Sage. Because it's capitalized.
Was
so
he
I assume
responsible
that's
for
why.
Sage and Onion? Yes. Was it Sega?
B at a guess, says Brian, as he doesn't know the question. The question was David Crane, Larry Kaplan, Alan Miller, and Bob Whitehead
Ross.
left Atari to form which company? The answer was actually Activision.
Oh, we were talking about them earlier.
We
They
were
fired
yeah. It's a nice little
800
step back to
people.
what we were doing. Okay.
800.
I don't like that one because it's wrong. I'll read it just to prove how bad these questions are. In Street Fighter 2,
Turbo. The
how
movie.
many buttons? Actually, no. Like, first off, my problem with this is
This quiz is turned into a
it
rant.
says in Street Fighter 2, but for some reason, Street Fighter is in inverted commas,
But 2 is.
but the 2 isn't. And why is there any need for inverted commas whatsoever? Anyway, in Street Fighter 2, in Street Fighter 2, because you're not actually fighting a street, maybe that's what it means. You're just bashing up a road like.
Shout out Michael Jones from Achievement Hunter. He got drunk and started beating up a car park.
Really? That's Street Fighter. It's totally
Street Fighter.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. In Street Fighter 2, how many buttons were used to control your character?
1.
How many buttons were used to control you character? Actually, is what it says.
1 button.
No. Apparently, it was 6, which is completely wrong.
That's well. Technically, well.
Colossus Turtle says, nope, Sage is actually the new way to say it. Yeah, I'm just thinking that too. Sage! That doesn't have the same ring to it, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna ask for Christmas. What else you got for him?
Actually, Colossus Turtle says 69 buttons on Street Fighter 2.
Who are you, Chaos
Street Fighter. That's Marco. Marco's Chaos. Colossus
Oh, okay.
Turtle. I think it's Marco. Sorry if I got that completely wrong. Anyway, moving on. In the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. Again, really bad use of inverted commas. I'm not going to go back in it. The final.
Zelda.
It says in
In the Legend
the
of
Legend
Zelda.
of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. It's for some reason before in and after time. I don't know why. The final boss fight is against which character? Was it A. Goron, B. Voldo, C. Ganondorf, or D. Ganon?
Ganon.
It was indeed Ganon, correct. Very nice.
No, it's Voldo.
It's against Link.
It's Voldo from Soul
From
Calibur.
Soul Calibur, yeah. It's Owen. Oh, sorry, it's Owen. It's not Marco. Sorry, Colossus Turtle.
Owen's a cat ninja.
Owen's a cat ninja.
No, what is he?
I don't know why I'm repeating what you're saying because you're on camera too. So there you go.
I am a co-host of this podcast.
Primal Rage for the Super Nintendo falls into which gaming genre?
What?
Primal Rage for the Super Nintendo falls into which gaming genre?
Are there options for this?
Chaos Focus is Gandalf. Gandalf.
Are there options for that question?
There are no options.
Is it action adventure?
Do you want me to give you four?
No, is it action adventure?
It is not action adventure.
Is it RPG?
It is, are you going to go through them all? It's not RPG.
Is it fantasy?
It's not fantasy.
Is it action?
It's not action. Is
What?
anybody coming in online?
Is it beat 'em up?
Beat 'em up, no.
Is it side scroller?
Yeah, it's a fighting game, so it's beat 'em up technically. Yeah.
How did I even know that?
Okay, last one, okay.
Good.
What is the... No, I can't use that one.
Oh, God.
It's too easy. Alright, actually...
Oh, what a
no,
shame,
no.
I'll get one right.
I'll give you the question, and then I'm going to change the question slightly to make it a little harder. So, the original question is, what is the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's sidekick?
Knuckles.
Get it.
Anyone online?
It's my favourite.
Anyone online?
That's my favourite of the
Hello,
sidekicks.
anyone on? Is anyone online?
Do you want me to guess? I'll guess.
There's a delay.
Hold on, Andy, let me guess. Is it Knuckles? No. Is it Cream? No.
No.
Is it Shadow? No.
No.
Is it Daisy? No.
No.
Is it Anti-Sonic? No. Is it Silver? Is it his sister? Is it his brother? Is it his mum?
No.
Okay, he has a lot of sidekicks.
Someone changed the name
Foxy
of Gandalf
Boy
and Ganondorf
with the
to
spell
Gal-
B-O-I.
Or Gandorf.
But boy,
Fix-
I know it's
Foxy Boy?
Tails. I know it's Tails, but Knuckles is his best
Hey,
sidekick.
Malcolm's joined us.
Hurrah!
What's Malcolm's surname?
Oh.
Well, his full name is on the chat.
MacArthur. The problem is if I spell it wrong, you'll get mad at me.
What, MacArthur? Oh, would you spell it MacArthur or MacArthur?
There's a bit of heritage for you there, Malcolm. Remember when you got mad at me?
What?
Here we go, McCarthy.
Yeah, you guys are cousins.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sean has the same surname. Anyway, it was Knuckles. No, it was Tails. But
Knuckles is an echidna.
Okay, side question. What is Tails' full name?
Oh.
Heads and tails.
No, because you spelled it wrong. You can try that again.
Also, I can't see the chat.
Someone
Is
changed-
it?
Someone changed the name of Ganondorf and Gandalf to Gandorf.
Is it Alan B. Tails?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Tails' full name is Adam B. Tails.
And B tails.
Alan B. Tails.
No, it's Tails Miles Prower.
Oh, I knew that as well.
But Power with just an R in the middle of it.
Who would win in a fight, Tails or Sly Cooper?
Ooh, but he's got the hook.
Also, he can actually, he's tall human.
He's actually more, and he's not like 11 years old. Yeah, you know how old Tails is? 11. You know how old Sonic is?
25.
14. They actually have ages. Yeah. I'm sure Lewis will come in and hurt me for saying this.
Michelle,
because
you're
I'm probably
surprised that he has a
Tails-
name,
Brian
an
says Tails
age,
can
but
fly.
he has a full name.
Brian says Tails can fly though.
Tails can fly. Sly
can't.
can pick him like out the air. Hook him and bring him down.
Hook him by down.
Were you glad that was the last question?
That looked phenomenal on camera, by the way.
Something like a phenomenon.
Yeah, no, I think Tails is 11, Sonic is 14. Amy, I think, Amy's also like 11 or 12 years old. So Sonic's like getting in there a wee bit early, you know.
How old is Knuckles?
Knuckles is like
all I care about.
Is like at least 63 or something like that. Because he's
Why he's so
forgot-
jaded.
That's why he's forgotten the way. Anyway, moving on. So, I'm going to come back to my little segue between gaming and Japanese news.
You have a segue?
I do, because this. No, that's Ozzy Osbourne. Darn it! I lost my picture. Where's my
Because
picture?
this! No.
Why is it in that order? It's wrong. This is spoiling everything. My picture's just gone.
Yeah, you deleted it earlier.
I've not deleted it.
You
I have not deleted
I saw what it was. It was
Ruined.
PSPs with shiny lights.
It was PSPs. Okay, so my segue between Japanese and gaming and Japanese news.
It's Ozzy Osbourne.
No!
That is part of the news. I didn't just put that in there to mess it up.
No. Oh, Google's trying to synchronize it and send it to the drive, so it's not available to look at right now. No, it will be. Here it comes. Hopefully. Yay, there it is. Okay, so Sony have just announced
I'm so tired.
that unfortunately Yeah, you just got a real, like, I'm getting more chat through. We just got a little skip through of what we're going to be talking about, but just didn't happen. So Sony have just announced that they are going to stop production of the PS Vita in Japan.
I thought they already had.
No, which is very sad news.
Is it? No one has used it for a long time.
In Japan it's huge. Everyone loves.
How big have they made it?
This big. Actually, I found a giant Game Boy Advance.
We did.
To show you.
You showed me. I wanted to
already?
buy it. You wouldn't let me.
Yeah. It was like 380 quid or something.
What? Never mind.
Anyway, so
It's a custom
I'm
giant
gutted about
Game
this.
Boy.
I loved my PS Vita. It's actually one of my favourite handhelds. Still to this day.
You said handhelds.
Even though I love my Game Boy, etc. The
Mine is a
PS
DS
Vita holds
Lite.
a very special place in my heart. Namely because of all the JRPGs.
Is that the one that you sold?
That's the one I sold because I never used it anymore, and it was going for a good price at that point.
It holds a very special place in my
what's
heart.
really
Oh, money?
annoying, though? You know what's really annoying? These colour variations that you can see on the screen, the red, the blue, and the white ones, they never got released in the UK, only in Japan.
What colours did we get?
Black.
And?
My
Black.
brother had a white one.
And?
Black.
Okay.
My brother had a white one.
What?
He had a white one.
Yeah, but
PSP.
where did he buy it from the Barris?
I don't know.
Who had a white one?
My brother.
A
brand new
must have
one.
been a Japanese import because we've
Yeah.
never had it over here. It never got released in white.
Barris.
No, never got released in
You
white.
just told me black. Did you like it?
Black and black. So yeah, gutted. I would have loved
Name my new
to.
show.
The sky blue version is gorgeous. I would actually love one of those.
Dark Death.
Andy made a custom Pikachu Game Boy and now he's got rid of it because he doesn't like it.
Japan always seem to get the crazy colours for their handheld, says Brian. So yeah, lucky bums. Anyway, so yeah, no more PSP. It's sorry, PS Vita. No more PSP. That was years ago. No more PS Vita. It's still doing really well in Japan. It still sells quite highly. There's a lot of third-party games developers that still support it and release new games for it, and there's loads of ports of old games for the PS Vita as well. If you get the chance to pick one up on the cheap, I suggest you do it. It's an amazing handheld, way ahead of its time in terms of the technology that was in it. the processor's fantastic. The screen on the first version's absolutely amazing. The second version, so-so, but still good. And the fact that you could play your PS4 on it as well is really, really cool.
On the DS, you could play Game Boy games.
Alice does that with her streams if she streams something on PS.
Game Boy Advance
PS, she can
games.
do it through her PS4.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
Bye bye PS Vita. You will be missed.
Also, I
never
realised
owned
I realised when you were talking about the Vita, I got that mixed up with the PSP. My brother had a white PSP, not a Vita.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Anyway, hopefully it's going to go to Ozzy's face. It's not going to Ozzy's face. I've not clicked on the right window.
Japan
Ozzy's face.
news.
What's your Japan? Here's Japan news. What's your story about Ozzy Osbourne?
He's
Sam?
now Japanese.
Oh.
No, he's not.
Something about a tour, I believe.
I was running out of news.
Did he die in Japan?
No.
Did he die in Japan?
There was no. I didn't have. This was the face he made when he died.
I was surprised by Japan. I went, oh no. I don't know what that was.
We're gonna get sued by Ozzy Osbourne for telling people he died in Japan.
He doesn't watch the internet. What are you talking
He
about?
doesn't know it exists. As far as he's concerned, the internet isn't real. No, he. I was.
Just like underarms. Yeah.
I was
We'll
struggling.
talk about that
I
at
was
the end.
struggling to find news for Japan, but I googled Japan news, and he has had to cancel several tour dates in Japan, Australia, and New Zealand because he's recovering from pneumonia.
Sharon.
I always picked a photo with him and Sharon.
What the is that noise?
It's the internet dialing up Ozzy. I'm trying to have a serious moment about a man's illness, and these muppets are laughing at his wife.
You laughed at my old Japanese dead man last time.
Old Japanese dead man.
And
My Uncle Brian.
And my serious news about the robot hotel that was losing.
That's
all
my
its
favourite
robots.
news ever, and I've told so many people. That we're not talking about it again. The hotel that had a bunch of robots and they had to let them
Yeah,
go
watch
because
the,
they ran out of
I think
money.
it was the third or fourth podcast.
So there's
Watch
just
that
a photo of a velociraptor who's like running the front desk with a bellhop's hat on, just like.
Ian says, or sorry, Chaos Monkey says the internet is a drug to him. Ozzy Osbourne, I'm assuming.
All right, not to chaos.
Not to himself. Why would he talk about himself in third person?
Because he's, I don't know, he's trying a new persona. He's like The Rock.
I hear Persona 3 is pretty good.
Oh,
Anyway, Brian also says he was due to play Glasgow as well. He's sure. Oh well. We cannot. We can neither confirm nor deny.
All of the cancelled dates were for that
Although
part of the world.
Transmit Festival lineup got announced.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy's not on it. Weird that.
He was supposed to headline, and then he got a weird foot disease. Now
unless Ozzy's going under the pseudonym Jerry Cinnamon. Synonym. Jerry Synonym. I'm so busking at Transmit Festival, but busking as Jerry Synonym.
This would be very funny.
That's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna play Jerry Cinnamon songs, but change all the lyrics using a thesaurus online, so the words are different, but the same meaning.
Do you know who Jerry Cinnamon is?
No, but that sounds very funny.
There's a Glasgow busker who's now a musician. He's released albums and stuff.
I would argue that buskers are already musicians.
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 He's a signed musician.
Thank you.
So he's Jerry Cinnamon is his stage name, but I prefer.
Not
he should have went
Cinnamon.
with Jerry Synonym. It would have been much better. I know, right? On top of that,
My name is
if you're
Cinnamon.
drunk, it could go either way. You could
I'm
say one or
into
the
cinnamon.
other. Anyway, moving on from Ozzy's surprised face.
I just wanted to put that. I'm going to start doing a thing. I've decided, as of this podcast, I'm going to start doing a thing with these podcasts.
Kind of looks
Which
like
is-
someone else.
When I send Andy the photos that I want to have on the podcast representing the different topics, one of the photos I sent him is not going to be related to anything at all, and it's
gonna be a
just
random
it's
photo.
going to be a random photo.
Thanks,
You have to work out if it's part of the podcast or if it's just a funny photo.
And here's that random photo.
No, this is actually news. Japan is about to open its poop museum,
Poop museum.
but it's supposed to be kawaii poops rather than
Like cute poops.
rather than cross poops. Like
Yeah.
not like crass poops. No crass poops or cross poops, but kawaii poops. Which is why there's now children walking into a giant toilet.
With poops on their heads. Did you not notice that when you got this?
No, I
photo?
know that's why they're there.
They have poops on their heads.
I'm very concerned that it's supposed to be like a nice cute museum. It's got like a bunch of like just like the poop emoji and just like kawaii poops, like cute
Yeah,
poop
no,
stuff.
that's fair.
It's just weird. It's just Japan doing interesting stuff.
Doing their weird thing.
I don't like that this is one of the things that's going to be part of that exhibit.
To go into the toilet.
I don't like that.
It's a slide.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like, and you
but
come out.
if you
over-
look up the photos of this exhibit, none of them are good. None of them are like this was like the funniest, but the rest were all very concerning.
Says,
Flush the children.
I don't think this is terrible for just these children's self-confidence. If it's like, we need photos, kids, jump into that toilet because you're trash. That's all I could think
Can
of.
you go to the YouTube chat?
Yes.
Because I'm on the YouTube chat right here as well. You can go back to the Twitch chat. Talk about water birth. Oh.
Who asked that?
Who do you think?
Is it Stephen?
No, it's Chaos Monkey.
Were you the one that asked us to talk about communism?
And Kat has said, the toilet is pooping the kids wearing poop. It's like poopception.
I like the simplicity of
In
Kat.
pooption? No, that's...
Jesus. Shit.
So when is this opening, Sam?
I don't know exactly when it's opening. Well, that's a lie. It's opening in time for the Sakura season.
So by next April. Alright, okay.
Or it was saying like mid-March, late March this year.
Stephen, did you really just comment, mad jobby museum? You know your life is crap when you walk down the toilet, says Chaos Monkey.
I will 100% say though, you joke about this, but this museum isn't even open yet, and it's already the #2 museum in Japan.
I just can't get over the really I can't say it, poop jokes that people keep making. I'm having a hard time digesting it all.
No, it's not.
They're just going right through me. It's alright.
Really?
We're gonna need a new stool.
I think we already have a few new stools by the sounds of things, and they're going to be at display at this new museum.
I really wanted to, purely for this conversation, A1 Toys around the corner has in its window a bag that's like a big white like poop emoji covered in like a fake
Sorry.
Louis Vuitton print, and I really wanted to just go and buy that and bring it in for this.
You've
And
just been insulted on the YouTube chat. It's lovely.
that's fine. I'll read it later. Was it by mouth?
No, it was Kat again. Kat says, Sam, you see Sakura like some sort of car brand name?
That's not really an insult.
Sakura.
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 It's pronounced Akira. Akira.
Is the #1 museum Godzilla?
No, Jesus.
No, the number one museum is
just a big yellow swimming pool.
No. The number one museum is based on Lazytown.
What?
Specifically Robbie Rotten.
No.
Because we are number one.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to come on camera?
Shall we move on, Michelle?
Not the
I
invitation.
think we should move on.
What else do we have?
I have one story left, I believe, and it's a good story. It's a happy story, one that everyone will be happy to hear about. This! Guess what's coming to the UK? Also, some of Europe. Matcha tea! Matcha green tea Kit Kats. I've missed out a word. Matcha green tea Kit Kats are coming to the UK. This was confirmed earlier today. That's Hello Panda. That's Hello Panda. No! Can we just stick a Kit Kat in front of that? Stop it. So yeah, Matcha tea green Kit Kats are going to be released in the UK. I think they're aiming for the next 6 months, within the next 6 months to have them in here. They're being manufactured in Germany as we speak. Although if Brexit goes through, that plan's going to be cancelled pretty quickly. And
Shout
we're
out
not
to
going to get any
Pandacar.
at all. Shout out to Germany, please hurry up and send us those Kit Kats.
No, I'm saying shout out to Pandacar because, as we know, they have a song. They're a band, Glasgow-based band. They have a song talking about how Brexit is ruining our biscuits.
But Kit Kat's a wafer.
But they posted on their Facebook. There was someone on Twitter who said they had synesthesia, which is essentially like when you
smell colours.
Well, no, when you hear words or read words, it reminds you of tastes.
Yeah.
And so someone was like, "What does Brexit remind you of?" And they said Kit Kats.
Oh, I remember you told me this. Yeah.
So
Ian.
Pandacar.
Sorry, Chaos Monkey is asking. I know I did it again. Sorry. Chaos Monkey is asking, is there any coffee Kit Kats?
Yes.
I wasn't checking down my jumper. I was.
This is Ian. The
Not
next time
making
he's
fun
on
of Ian.
stream.
Chaos.
Sorry, Chaos. If you want to be an internet, you look like a really.
I really want googly eyes.
You're just like a. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh my god.
Oh, please, I'm drinking through your eyes. It's a white jumper you got.
I'm just supremacist Sonic.
No, here.
Oh,
Here, maybe it's better. Here.
Sam,
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Can you just stay still for a minute so I can get a screenshot of this later and turn you into a meme? Sorted. Thank you very much. Okay.
We can continue the interview.
Chaos says he's gonna slap both of us. Brian's like, yeah, they do some incredible flavors. If you don't know about the incredible flavors of Kit Kat, actually,
One
I
of
was
them
reading
smells
up a bit,
like Dash.
I was reading up about this, and the Asian sweets or confectionery market is the biggest in the world. Probably because there's more Asians than anybody else in the world.
Also, they don't sell chocolate there.
What?
Have you noticed that? Most like Asian sweets, apart from those Hello Pandas we've got,
They usually
They-
don't taste like chocolate. They
they
usually
don't,
have
like,
different
go for
flavors.
chocolate
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They go for
usually
other
experiment
things.
with like flavory things and sort of more natural flavors. I'm not saying chocolate isn't a natural flavour.
Yeah.
Chocolate is very milky now. It's more milk than it is cocoa.
I
so
prefer that.
Yeah, no, that's
What we
fair.
discovered was they use red bean paste in a lot of
Yes.
things, which has a very chocolatey.
It does. It has a very cocoa.
I have some of those in my freezer.
So nice.
I have green, red. I have red bean paste buns that I have been meaning to cook for a while.
It's choking Mate.
While you're choking, I like Kit Kats and I support this decision. That is the only input I have for this.
Cat says red bean team.
Red bean team.
Red bean team. Oh my
Let's
god,
start
can I
a
make
revolution.
that quiz team name?
Chaos now says arcade meme. Oh, you are free today. I can't read it from there. I have to read it here. Oh, you are free today. Sorry, we have 20 parties today, so get
Fudged.
fudged. Yeah. Good use of an asterisk there. Well done. What's wrong with that? We're not allowed to have parties.
No, he's saying that I'm the deal with it face, so this is what you see when.
We should just make Sam. Alright, so Sam should dress like that at every podcast, says Brian.
I generally, while I've been singing like this, I'm going to get a different costume for every podcast.
Can I have something? Is there anything I can wear? That's strange and hilarious.
No, that's stapled to the tree. No, because we still have to.
Oh,
we've still got to
Jesus.
finish this out, and you can't talk with that on.
Oh, Christ.
Can you?
Maybe?
The illusion is messed up when they see you putting it on. Hold on, Michelle. Can you put these on MasterChef?
Not really, no.
Oh no.
I don't have ears. This doesn't work. Anyway. This Yeah, it's far too warm in here. Sorry. Master Chef came out of retirement. This really does the.
It's not been warm for a while.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're just about there.
you
We've still got 10 minutes left. Should we do some arcade news to finish up?
That would probably help, given that's our business manager.
Yeah.
And everyone who complains when we talk about what we actually do for a day job, you can.
Come, down, join in.
I was going to say deal with it.
He was trying to say deal with it without actually saying deal with it. Anyway,
Actually, yeah,
so what's happening this week at Arcade? Let's do the roundup. So
Today is Tuesday.
today's Tuesday.
We close in 7 minutes.
We
That's what's going on this week.
Yes. Boom. Too late. Sorry, sorry, Chaos Monkey. You can't play. Deal with it.
Get fucked.
Anyway, tomorrow's Wednesday. We have nothing.
No, we
on
do.
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's not on tomorrow?
No, we're every 2 weeks for our
My mistake.
Wild and Kind, Wild and Craft workshops.
So it's just a normal
so
Wednesday?
tomorrow evening is just a normal evening. Come chill, come hang out, come play some games, come...
Or do it in the afternoon.
or do it in the afternoon. All day long, 12 to 7, as always. We are open for all ages. Thanks guys, have a good night. Thursday. This Thursday is...
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
What? Oh, you did that. I was going to do this. Apparently, if you look up this little guy's Pokédex entry, I will read. It says, it keeps its tail raised to monitor its surroundings. If you yank its tail, it will try to bite you. I wanted to yank its tail. That sounds wrong. Yeah. So Pika Pika Pika.
You guys weren't here earlier.
Thursday is Poke Club.
You weren't here earlier, but I was reading out on the Pokemon Go Glasgow community chat, which I'm part of. Say what's up next time I'm there. Someone posted a photo that was from a bar in Barcelona, and it was like all video game themed, and they had some of their alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, which were named like different video game character names, but there was one of the non-alcoholic ones that was copyrighted Electric Rat, which was
very nice, very nice, very well.
It had lime in it.
So yeah, Thursday is Poke Club. Come down, play some Pokemon cards, play some Pokemon Go.
Play some Pokemon Stadium, play some Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, everything. Play all the Pokemons.
Yeah,
bring your Pokemons. Actually, bring dogs and cats. People love that.
I've got a list of Pokemon that I need. So if anybody wants to do some trades, feel free to come down. And
also,
we can do some Gen 1 trades.
If you play general trades, if you play
Gen 1 trades.
If you play the
Gen
Pokemon card, if you play the Pokemon card game, remember that anytime you beat me or Andy in a Pokemon match, we have free cards for you to get. We also have some cards for sale.
You win one of these
at random. You do not get to pick. It's funny. So yeah, there's that.
What? You want me to do it again?
Oh god.
You don't like how Andrew plays with our cards?
Deal with it.
Send the podcast.
Come on Thursday, 6 till 8, free to join. Poke Club is on. Friday, we are back to our usual mischief. It's arcade late from 7 PM. 12 to 7, open to all ages, 7 PM till late. Over 18s only. Bring your own bottle, £5 for the rest of the night, and you can play whatever games you like. Boom. And Saturday. Guess what Saturday is, Sam? No? Saturday is Secret Film Society! Woo!
It's back!
It's time for our monthly film screening. It's a super top secret film that you can't find out what it is unless you join the Secret Film Society Facebook group. If you just type in The Secret Film Society onto your internet window, pardon me.
Provided it's on Facebook.
Provided it's on Facebook and connected to the internet. Then, and you haven't got your keyboard in like
plugged into your coffee cup.
Chinese or whatever. Then yeah, join the Secret
What would it
Society
work?
Club online to find out what the movie is. It's amazing. I will give 3 clues for this month's movie.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now?
Right now. I'm just going to think of them on the spot. Oh, Michelle has one.
An octopus in it.
There's an octopus in this movie.
Could be anything from Japan.
Could be. It's a Korean movie.
That could also... That could not be anything from Japan.
That could be anything from Korea. And it's part of a trilogy.
That could be anything.
Those are your 3 clues.
Wait, it is?
It is part of a trilogy. Ah, even Chinathan is shocked.
What?
Chin killer.
That sounds a little racist.
Well, Andy.
So yeah, Secret Film Society this Saturday from 7 PM. Come down, watch an amazing movie with us. Your £5 entry for that will include free popcorn, and you'll be able to play video games as well.
And it'll be a movie.
And you get to see an amazing movie. Honestly, it's one of the most amazing movies ever released. Definitely in my top 5. It was remade
Top 5.
not long ago. That's a 4th clue. Awesome. It was remade not long ago, very, very badly. And if you saw the remake but haven't seen the original, you need to see the original. Even if you've seen the remake, it won't ruin it. It'll make it, you just love the original even more. What?
The Meg?
No, it's Meg.
Mine Egg?
Mine Egg is the German My Egg version of My Egg.
I loved the Australian version of My Egg.
Right, Ada.
Nope. And with that, we get to Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Lord's Day. On Sunday, we have some private bookings. So, guys, we will be closed. I can't remember what time. Oh, yeah. We will be closed from what time? That doesn't even say a time on it. 12 to 1. We'll be closed from 12 to 1.
And if you want to come in between 12 and 1 and you're not part of that private booking,
and then we will be closed from 5 till 7. So you have the very small window of 1 PM till 5 PM to come in on Sunday if you're coming down. D&D guys, if you're on your way down for this Sunday, please bear that in mind. We are open to the public only from 1 till 5. Got it? Got it. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to go home.
Go give it as a present to all you lovely people out there. So
I'm going to go to Germany and get some Kit Kats. We're going to go listen to some Ozzy Osbourne. And cool. Thanks, guys.
See you later, guys. And see you later next week on this, the hashtag Send News podcast.
Bye.